back to POV Italian Cooking, where you see cooking from my point of view. About a week ago, got back from vacation, and here it is, July 4th weekend, so I've declared it weekend of the bright Hawaiian shirt. Since it is July 4th weekend, we're gonna, do the American tradition of grilling up some burgers. Of course, I've got to put an Italian spin on it, so we're gonna do a Caprese burger. I want to do like a half-pound burger, and I always worry about not getting them done because they're going to be so big and thick. So I'm going to cook these in my sous vide first. So it'll be a sous vide burger, finish it on a screaming hot grill, and then we're going to make it into a Caprese burger. Let's take a look at the ingredients for our Caprese hamburger. Of course, we are going to have, we're going to use an 80-20 ground chuck. I recommend a little higher fat content since we're doing this in the sous vide. Some mozzarella, tomato, a little bit of shallot we'll slice up real thinly. And of course some pesto and a balsamic glaze. We're going to need our scale because we want to weigh these out to be identical weight since we're doing them in the sous vide. That way everything will get finished at the same time. And our drinking wine is again the Primitivo, which we've had in a couple of our other previous videos. So I'm going to get things rearranged. We're going to get our patties weighed out, get them in the sous vide, and get rolling. I have our working space ready to go. We're going to measure out our hamburgers first. So what I've done is I've got our scale here, and I've covered it with plastic so we don't contaminate anything. I have our burger press and our 80-20 ground chuck. So we want to make 8-ounce burgers. So just grab a ball of your meat, throw it on your scale. That is 6.9. 7.8, 8.1, close enough for government work. So this burger press I've never used before, so let's see how this bad boy does. It says it has a half-pound setting. Let's just see. We don't want to press the hamburger too much. Stick it down in there. Wow, that did a pretty good job. Look at that. It's a pretty thick burger. This is part of the reason that I want to get this ready in the sous vide, to ensure that it gets done all the way through. As you can see, it's not super packed. That's going to be a perfect burger. So again, we're going to do this. We'll do one more, then I'm going to break away and do the rest. We want 8 ounces of burger. That's 8 ounces of burger. Kind of press this down into our burger press like so. Half-pound setting. Press down. I'm going to flip it over and do it again just to make sure we get it in there real good. Half-pound. There we go. 8-ounce burger. Nice and thick, not compressed too much. I wanted to take a quick look at my burger press here. As you can see, it's kind of a rim. You set it on the table, and of course you press the burgers in it. And it has a setting, I don't know if you can read that, for 1/4, 1/3, and half-pound hamburgers. You can see here on the edge it's kind of got a lip, and what that does is you should not overly compress any hamburgers that you make, and this really keeps you from compressing it way too much. That allows the juices and whatnot to be able to flow through the hamburger and get it really good and cooked in the middle, and not have it just way too dense. So now what we're going to do is I've got some vacuum seal bags. These are Food Saver brand, and what I'm going to try to do is get 2 burgers in each one, and then we'll take them over and vacuum seal them and dunk them in the sous vide. So what I've got here, let's see if we can get 2 in each one of these. We'll take our vacuum seal bag. Oh yeah, 2 burgers are going to fit perfect. Okay, we want to get our burgers clear into the back of our bag. You can see I've got a lot of excess here, so I'll probably trim this back a little bit before I vacuum seal it. So I'm going to get the rest of these in a bag, and then when we come back, we'll be next to our vacuum sealer. Okay, I am now set up over in front of our Food Saver vacuum sealer, and all I'm going to do is stick this in, and it will now vacuum seal. A little bit loud. Now that it's vacuumed out all the air, it's sealing the bag. There we go, we've got a nice good seal. Now I'm also going to trim that back just a little bit because I'm anal. I'm set back up in front of our sous vide. I have our sous vide set for 137. Now why am I doing hamburgers in a sous vide? Well, these are half-pound burgers, and I would really be worried about getting them done clear through on the grill. With the sous vide, I can bring them right up to the temperature to get them cooked medium, which is what I want to do our burgers in. Our family likes medium burgers. 137 degrees for an hour. We'll cook these burgers clear through at medium. Then all we got to do is finish them on the grill. So with the sous vide, all you got to do, sink your bags down in the sous vide. We want to set this for 1 hour. Great thing about the Innova sous vide is that it is Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. So I am going to pull up the Bluetooth app here for the Innova sous vide. I am going to set my temperature for 137 degrees, which it really is at right now. 137, okay, and set our time to 1 hour. So we're cooking away, and I will be back in 1 hour. Our hamburgers are done. The sous vide is beeping at me now, so I'm going to go ahead and unplug it and pull out our bags, and I'm going to get repositioned back over to the table. All right, just as a reminder, we had our burgers in the sous vide at 137 degrees for an hour. So all we do is we just cut our bag. Now we want to let these burgers rest once we take them out for about 15 minutes before we throw them on the grill. Really, that's just to cool things down, so you know we don't want to cook them anymore. We want to sear them. So once we have them out, now I probably should have salt and peppered these before we put them in the vacuum seal bags, but I didn't, so I am going to salt and pepper them now. Okay, let's get our burgers salted here. Salt and peppered. Want to put a real good coat of salt and pepper on these, get a good crust on them. We're going to salt and pepper both sides. Then we're going to let these set for 15 minutes to kind of cool down. We want the cooking process to stop because the sous vide does cook these clear through, so they're done. You can safely eat these, but we want to get a good crust on them on our grill. I'm going to flip these over, salt and pepper the other side. Then I'm going to get our grill going and we'll be back. The next step for our burgers is to get our grill hot. I have our grill turned on. We want to get it as hot as possible. So I have it turned to high. We're going to let this set for about 10 minutes and then throw our burgers on. Okay, our grill is heated up. Time to throw these burgers on. They're going to go on for about 3 minutes each side. It's raining on this wonderful July 4th weekend. All right, there they are, 3 minutes, and then we'll flip and put some cheese on them. All right, it's been about 3 minutes, time to turn over our burgers. As you can see, they got a pretty good char on top of them. We'll go ahead and get those turned over. It has been 3 minutes. We'll move these kind of closer together here. We'll let these cook 3 minutes this side, and then I will bring out cheese and melt some cheese on a few of these bad boys. Okay, the rain slowed down a little bit. We just have a drizzle. It's been 3 minutes. Our burgers are ready to put cheese on. Now my kids are home today. One of them, he doesn't want a Caprese burger. He just wants a regular hamburger. So we're going to do one Caprese, or one regular cheeseburger and 2 Capreses. And so we're going to drop our lid and wait just a second or two for the cheese to melt. Get our burgers off the grill here. Mozzarella just started to melt on what are going to be our Caprese burgers. So let's get in the house and build these bad boys. Okay, it's time to build our Caprese burgers. So first, burger with our slightly melted mozzarella. Next goes a little bit of pesto. Just kind of drizzle that around our burger like so. Next, a nice healthy tomato slice. Kind of get that pesto running down the side of the burger. And finish it off with some balsamic glaze. And that, my friends, is the wonderful Caprese burger. Look at that. pesto slightly running. Looks really, really good. Now, let's get this table cleaned off and we'll sit down and try these out. Caprese Burger, pretty easy to make. Of course, I used a sous vide. Not everyone has a sous vide. If you don't have one, get one. But let's try this massive burger out. Oh my gosh. Perfectly cooked. The mozzarella pesto, the caprese on a hamburger. You gotta do this. Absolutely delicious. Happy July 4th. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, but most importantly, click that subscribe button there on YouTube. Thanks for watching, and ciao.